Greetings. Welcome back to my channel, Ham Radio Test and Review. My name is Dave. My call sign is N8DAV with my name and my call sign. I have a motto: one test is worth 1,000 expert opinions. So on this channel, you're going to receive a bunch of testing results, and then you're still going to get an opinion from me. But at the same time, today I am going to test and review a completely different product than I'm used to doing. It's not an HT, it's not an antenna, or anything like that. Today I am going to be reviewing the BTECH 25 amp. In other words, it's a little linear amp, and it's the VHF model. I already have a UHF model, which I've been using for the last couple of years, and it has been very good to me, and it has done everything I'd wanted it to do and asked of it to do. But I found a use case for a VHF model now, so I went ahead and bought it. Just so you know, if you're going to buy anything right now, especially with the tariffs and shipping from China, I would only purchase things from American companies and or at least companies that have their inventory here in the United States. Now, BTECH obviously gets their stuff from China, but they have most of their inventory right here in the United States. So I ordered one of their amplifiers, and I found out that it's actually cheaper to order them directly from BTECH, and that's baofengtech.com. And yes, they're an American company. They are associated with Baofeng, but they are not Baofeng. So anyway, they charge $99.99 for the amplifier, and they also provide free shipping. So that's better than what you can get on Amazon. I believe they're $119 on Amazon with the Prime shipping. So this is a little bit better deal. And the first time I bought one, the UHF, it took them like a week or a week and a half before they actually shipped it. And then once they shipped it, it didn't take very long to get here. But this time when I ordered the VHF model, they shipped it almost, I think, within a day or two, and it got here almost immediately. So I've had it now for a week or two, and it's just sitting here waiting to be reviewed and tested. I will also tell you that I've already opened the box, and I've already put power pole connectors on there so I can hook it right up and get started working on it. So I do know what's in the box, since it's the same thing as my UHF. So anyway, I'm going to do an unboxing video only because it's so different than a HT. And so I'll be right back with you with the unboxing video. All right, I'm back, and here is the box. And it opens the wrong way. What am I going to do here? My camera's now in the way. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Figures the Chinese would make a box that opens backwards. All right, so in the unboxing video we have a SMA male to SMA male connector, cable I mean, that's got SMA male connectors on each end. This is where you connect your HT to the amp itself. Here we have a K connector to K connector cable. This is for a different configuration of connecting your HT to the amp. We have the instruction booklet. The instruction booklet is several pages long. Trying to see how many pages long it is. It's not cooperating. So it looks like it's 8 pages long, and it does a pretty good job of speaking English to you and telling you all about your product. Here's the amp itself. First, we have the power cable. Now, as you know, I've already put my power pole connectors on the end, so I can connect it right up to my amplifier. Here is the amp itself. This is your on-off button. This tells you when the thing is powered up. This comes on when you transmit, And I'm not sure what the ALM light means. I've never seen it come on. Here's your mic port and your control port, which is where your K connector goes. On the back, we have your input for your HT and the output for your antenna and your power connector. Okay. Also here, that's what I'm looking for. Also, you have your mounting. Here are the screws that hold the mounting bracket to the radio. Here is a mic clip. And here is a mic. Now this mic plugs in, designed to plug in to the amplifier itself, and I'll explain that in just a minute. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this box and I'll be right back. We're back. So there's 3 different ways of hooking the amplifier up to your HT. There's one called the radio control mode, which is just, you just connect the antenna output of your HT to here and your antenna to here. And then when you transmit, the amplifier actually transmits itself. The next thing is that you can, again, hook your antenna output of your HT to the input here and your antenna. Then you can hook a wireless microphone up to your HT, and that will, in this particular case, control the HT transmit, push to talk, using the microphone rather than the push to talk button on the radio itself. Now that's the way I ran it myself. You can also hook that little cable that you get with the HTs, where you have a little earpiece and a microphone at the same time. They don't last very long. They're actually rather cheap, but they do work for a few minutes anyway. And then the last thing that you can do is you can connect the K connector here to the K connector of your HT, the antenna to the input here, and then the microphone into the microphone jack here. What that does is it now provides your audio through the speaker here on the bottom of the unit. So instead of hearing it out of your HT or hearing it out of your speaker mic, you can actually hear it out of here. I'm not sure what all these different advantages are, but it is part of the accessories that come with the unit. Now, this particular unit says that it's good for use on 136 to 148 megahertz. And if you put 2-watt power in, you get 20 out. If you put 3-watt power in, you get 30 watts out. If you put 4 watts in, you get 35 watts out. And if you put 6 or more in, you get 40 watts out. And it will cut you off, I think, at about 6 or 8 watts. You shouldn't try to overdrive this thing. You do get a clean signal, and there are harmonic filters on the input that allow the amplifier to transmit a clean signal as well. It's a small size. It plugs right into any 12-volt cigarette lighter plug, which, as you can see right here. And now I've got power poles on this, so I can actually disconnect the cigarette lighter plug and go directly into my power supply. The ALM light, which I told you I didn't remember what that was, when lit, the supplied voltage is greater than 15.9 volts. This could damage the amplifier. Now, just so you know, I made a mistake, and yeah, I know you guys know I don't make mistakes, right? I accidentally reversed the polarity on my UHF amplifier, and it blew a fuse immediately, and I put a new one in, and it works great, just like it should. So, you know, people can make mistakes, and things can happen. But anyway, I'm going to get this set up, and we'll be right back, and we'll see what we can do about testing this. Okay, we have the amplifier hooked up. I have the power supply turned on. I have it powered up, and I'm going to turn it on for the first time. Up. I want you to hear it. All right, there you go. You can see that it's powered up. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try transmitting on it and see if I can get a radio check here or there. Hang on just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to try getting a radio check on this. N8DAV, looking for a radio check. Anybody out there hear me? I'm testing a new radio with a little linear amplifier.
Zero. Sounds pretty good here. Full quieting into the repeater and good audio.
Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate the radio check. N8DAV, clear.
Hey, N8DAV, Whiskey Alpha, Zero Alpha clear. 4, 5.
Let's try this repeater. I never get anybody on this repeater, and it's a long ways away. Let's see if I can hit it. This is N8DAV, looking for a radio check. Anybody out there hear me? Nope, can't hit the repeater today.
6, 7, 6, 5, 4.
This is N8DAV, looking for a radio check. Anybody out there hear me? I'm testing a new radio with a little amplifier. Come back if you can hear me. Okay, I guess nobody's on that particular repeater. So anyway, I did get a good... How am I sounding out there to you today? I'm testing a new radio and a little amplifier to go with it. Okay. Guess he doesn't want to talk to me today. All right. No problem. Anyway, I think we did pretty good. So that's all I need to do. I will get back to you in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. I've got the power meter all set up, and I've got the national calling frequency configured, and I've got the Baofeng BF-F8 HP Pro hooked into it. So here we go. What are we going to come up with? We've got 34 watts, 33.97 is the last one I saw. That's 34 watts, and that's pretty good for these amplifiers. This is what you really probably should expect. I know when I was running only a 5-watt radio, I was getting about 25 watts out of the thing. And that was my UHF amplifier, by the way. But on 5 watts, to get 25 watts is pretty darn good. So in this case, I'm getting 35 watts out of an 8-watt radio. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up my simplex repeater on my base station antenna. Yesterday, I was able to get out 9 miles with no problems. So we'll see how much difference 35 watts makes with distance. I don't suspect it's going to be too much. I got out 9 miles with no problem. 10 miles, it was just about no good. So I hope to get 11 or 12 miles, and I think that would be sufficient, but who knows, maybe I'll get a little bit more. Anyway, I'll be right back, and I'll take you into my truck with me. Okay, I'm back. I actually ran the entire test and had a battery go dead on me before I got about 8 or 9 miles. So I'm going to run the test again. You know, that's what happens when you rely on batteries. So anyway, I'm going to test right before I leave, and let's see what happens. N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, sounds like it's working. Let's go out. I'm going to be transmitting about once every mile. N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 1 mile mark.
DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 1 mile mark.
Sounded real good, close. Let's see how we get when we get farther out. This is N8DAV at the 2 mile mark. I'm sorry, at the 1 mile mark. 2 mile mark at the roundabout.
This is N8DAV at the 2 mile mark. I'm sorry, at the 1 mile mark. 2 mile mark at the roundabout.
This is N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
This is N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm at the 4 mile mark. N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice loud signal at the 4 mile mark. This is N8DAV at the 5 mile mark, testing 1, 2, 3.
This is N8DAV at the 5 mile mark, testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. Not the greatest signal, but I can still go up to 50 watts, and we'll see how far we get. This is N8DAV at the 6 mile mark, testing 1, 2, 3.
This is N8DAV at the 6 mile mark, testing 1, 2, 3.
This is N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 7 mile mark.
This is N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 7 mile mark.
This is N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 10 mile, I'm sorry, at the 8 mile mark.
This is N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 10 mile, I'm sorry, at the 8 mile mark.
Oh, sounds like I'm getting a little static there. Maybe I should bump it up to 50 watts, huh? All right. I'm up to 50 watts. Let's see. See how it goes. This is N8DAV at the 9 mile mark, testing 1, 2, 3.
AV at the 9 mile mark, testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, so I was in a little valley. Coming up on the 10 mile roundabout mark. This is where everything usually goes all to hell. So we'll see how this works. N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 10 mile mark. Nope, didn't work. N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3 at the 10 mile mark. Nope. N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
N8DAV testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, so I'm about the 10.5 mile mark. I've turned my truck around. I've got better ground plane, I guess, going back than I do leaving. All right, well, I think the problem is my mobile station getting to the base station is the issue here, rather than the base station getting to my mobile station, because I can open up a signal with the repeater, but I can't keep it open. And if I was able to keep it open, then I would hear my recorded voice. But since I can't keep it open, all I hear is the beeping, which is why I keep the beeping going, so I can tell if I did at least break the squelch on the repeater. You know, it might be conditions today. We've got a lot of rain going on, even though it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's sunny outside. I've got rain all around me, so could be. Also a lot of wind too, so it could be some conditions affecting us a little bit. Here I'm peaking again. So what did we learn from all this testing today? In prior tests, I could get about 6 to 7 miles with a 5 watt radio, and I got 8 to 9 miles with an 8 watt radio. And with a 5 to 6 watt radio in a 35 watt amplifier, I figured I was going to get maybe 11, 12 miles. Well, I didn't. I only got out to about 10 miles. And it's not because the amplifier wasn't doing a good job of getting out to my mobile. The problem was my mobile reached its limit at 10 miles. So before, when I could pump out 50 watts in my mobile and only 5 watts or 8 watts out at my base, I was reaching my base really, really well, but the base couldn't get back to me very well. But now that I've got 35 watts pumping out of my base, I was not able to get out to my base as well as my base could get back to me. And so that's where I'm at the moment. Looks like I've got about a 10-mile limit, and that's really about it. Now, it is a rainy and windy day today,
conditions can affect this sort of testing. So I don't know. Well, that's just the way it is. One test is worth 1,000 expert opinions. And so this is what I got, and I'm still happy with my results. This means that I can get out about 10 miles instead of 8 to 9 miles with an 8 watt, or 6 to 7 miles with a 5 watt. And you know, that's just what it is. I wish I got a little bit more, but what the heck, it is what it is. So this is Dave in Prescott, Arizona, saying so long and 73s to you.